the true people here. So and that is why they calling you to let you know that I'm here. So they want to give you that honor. So and I'm honoring you too to say thank you for the good job that you have started. And you have all the good people here supporting you. So I say thank you and thank you because your job that you are doing now, even a lot of people have not seen it in Nigeria, but all over the world will watch you. Everybody is watching, and Nigeria is going to benefit from this. If not now, in the future, everything will work well. So I say thank you very much for the good job.
Boss, remember Christmas.
It's another edition of Bites in the South News Things on Flip TV. Michael still right here at the newsstand, keeping it real with our reviewers and viewers across the globe. We have certain stories we'll be talking about on the abduction of the Kankara students. Here with me is the Daily Sun and other journals. That's the Vanguard and the Daily Independent newspaper. Quickly to the Daily Sun, the major headline. It reads, "Why you abducted students of Kankara by Shekau?" That's the Boko Haram leader. Why we abducted students of Kankara by Shekau. Reps charge federal government to rescue them. APC government insensitive, says PDP. UK flex kidnap. NUT, that's Nigerian Union of Teachers, threatens strike over poor security. We have on top of the paper, federal government orders telecoms to block SIM cards without NIN. December 30, federal government orders telcos to block SIM cards without NIN. December 30. Okay, let's see another story here. Suspend takeoff of 774,000 jobs. Reps tell the federal government. Down the paper, anger in Senate over Buhari's refusal to sack service chiefs. Anger in Senate over Buhari's refusal to sack service chiefs. Quickly to another story here. Fears over CJN's COVID-19 status. Fears over CJN's COVID-19 status. It's untrue. It tested positive, says Supreme Court spokesman. Okay, Southwest APC leaders call on Tinubu to join 2023 presidential race. Wow, beautiful one here. Southwest APC leaders call on Tinubu, that's the Jagaban himself, to join 2023 presidential race. On to the next one, which is the Vanguard newspaper. Was the Vanguard telling the world this morning? The major headline, which reads, "Pay ransom, free our children from bandits. Parents beg federal government." That's the Kankara students. They were abducted. The parents are begging the federal government to make sure that these children are free. Okay, parents, free our children. Parents beg federal government. 17 students found, says Masarida, the governor of Katsina State. 17 students found, says Masari. Of course, Masari said about 333 students were missing as at 2-3 days ago. But right here, we have 17 students being found, says the governor of Katsina State, Masari. More students appearing from the bushes, says Masari's aide. We thought the bandits were policemen, escapee. We thought the bandits were policemen, says one escapee. We have Boko Haram claiming responsibility for Kankara school kidnapping. Teachers threaten to shut down schools. Zamfara shuts boarding schools. Let's quickly see the pictures on the front page of this journal talking about the Vanguard newspaper. What are these pictures illustrating? Some survivors of tragic stampede yesterday during the distribution of Christmas palliative by a non-governmental body, Pink Coin Installations, or the Pink Coin Installation around Rumudara town, Obio, Akpo local government area of Rivers State. You can see these pictures on the front page of the journal. 8 dead as Port Harcourt residents rush for Christmas palliatives. I was judged actually before 2015 election, says the ex-president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. When we have Daily Independent with vital stories right here on the front page, talking about the Katsina attack. Confusion as bandits. Boko Haram claim schoolboys abduction. Confusion as bandits. Boko Haram claim schoolboys abductions. Zamfara, Jigawa close schools over fear of bandits attack. This is funny. Very, very funny. Still on the stage of insecurity in Nigeria, we have Zamfara, Jigawa closing schools over fear of bandits attack. Reps blame lack of coordination, synergy among security agencies. We have other stories right here on the front page of this journal and other journals we've read to you. But we'll be joining our reviewers from our reviews shortly. We'll be back.
My name is Oluwaseun Joseph. I work with Ever Properties Limited, a real estate development and marketing company. And in year 2020, which is the end of the year, we are running a promo. We call it end of the year promo, New Year and Christmas promo, where we are giving out a special discount for a special people. When we are giving a special gift for a special client. Now, Ever Properties Limited, we are saying that you can pay 25,000 naira initial deposit and journey to a new year, new home just began. At Ever Properties Limited, we don't just sell property, we sell peace of mind. Evertop, creating value. Use promo code FLIPTV and enjoy special gift and special discount for Xmas promo with Ever Properties Limited. Thank you.
Now we have Boko Haram, that's the deadly terrorist group claiming responsibility for the kidnap that happened in Katsina, Kankara precisely. And looking at the statement made by the leader of Boko Haram, Shekau, he said they did this, they perpetrate this evil just because of Islam. Does this make any sense to you?
Mr. Mike, it's unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation. Okay? And I pray that it do not turn out to mean that the kidnappers, those students were kidnapped by Boko Haram. Because the way it stands, the leaders in the north are not yet believing Shekau when he said that he is actually responsible for the kidnap. Because if in the event of time it is proven that they were kidnapped by Boko Haram, I fear that the fate of those children might be in jeopardy. Because if you look at it from the antecedents of Boko Haram, they had the tendency and effrontery to kill any person. They don't have value for human life. So it's on that basis I fear that I pray that it should not be Boko Haram. Then again, to Shekau, I think he must not escape the wrath of God because he has done serious damage to humanity. And I pray that God in his infinite mercy will visit him with wrath. Because you cannot continue killing human beings as if they do not have value. And God hates shedding of innocent blood. Now,
okay, continue.
Looking at it from the angle of whether it is Boko Haram, whether it is banditry, I think the best option for government is to negotiate.
Okay.
And saying it particularly because our government do not have the expertise to go for rescue mission. I think I chronicle what transpired 3 days ago. A situation where some foreigners were kidnapped in Oyo State. The company invited a tactical unit of Nigerian Army called Bust. They went into the forest, and as at the last count, a military personnel was shot dead. A lieutenant colonel sustained injury, and they did not. The rescue operation failed, and they could not rescue the foreigner. So on that basis, and we have seen how a 27-year-old Philip Wanton, an American that was kidnapped in Niger Republic, brought to Sokoto State, was rescued by American security agencies. So on that basis, I don't think we have what it takes to do that rescue mission. The best option is to negotiate, whether it is Boko Haram, whether it is banditry, because life is sacrosanct. You don't play with life. So if it is banditry and they are willing to negotiate, whatever amount it takes, I think our government should go all out to negotiate. After securing their release, you can go on the offensive.
Now, Matthew, let me quickly read this to the viewers and you in particular. We have somebody from Liverpool saying that, hi, Mr. Michael, greetings to you all. Speaking about service chiefs, I think they are not allowed to do their job. Not that they don't know how to take care of security issues. Thanks. Now,
Mr. Mike, I completely disagree. I will tell you why. If you look at the antecedents of this Mr. President, you will see that he's somebody that does the bidding of his handlers. Look at all the actions they have taken. Look at a situation where, okay, I will remind you something. Recently, people of Niger Delta were clamoring that Mr. President should not appoint a sole administrator for NDDC. That if it does, they will go on the offensive against critical oil infrastructures in Niger Delta. But I tell you that as we speak, he have done that. Because there is allegation that Fabio want to influence his person to be appointed. But looking at the question you asked specifically, if Mr. President have given the Chief of Army Staff a marching order to relocate to Borno State in 2014 inaugural speech until Boko Haram is completely subdued, and as we speak, Boko Haram still have the capacity to engage Nigerian army in every front, it tells you that the service chiefs will have that leverage to operate. Look at IG. The president gave an order to do an assignment in Benue State. Okay. We all saw the way it turned out. So I strongly disagree that the service chiefs do not have the leverage to exercise their responsibilities. What I think is lacking is that they have done their best, and their best is not good enough. If their best is not good enough, the rest thing to do is for them to throw the trowel. Where they refuse to resign, let Mr. President do the needful and fire them. But it's not doing the needful. Mr. Mike, I can tell it's unfortunate. Because look at Shetima, the former governor of Borno State, who is an ally of Mr. President, has spoken out loudly that if Mr. President failed to fire the service chiefs, that it means Mr. President has faced his own responsibility as the commander of the armed forces, who have not spoken out. Look at the National Assembly for 3 consecutive times have come up with resolution that Mr. President should start the service chiefs. Look at recently the Sudan of Sokoto has started speaking up. Even the northern leaders. So I tell you that Mr. President is a unilateralist because otherwise there is no reason keeping these people in the saddle when every stakeholder has spoken against their staying put, and when it appears that they are not performing, and it's unfortunate. Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. Very good one from you. Quickly to Mr. Felix. Felix, good morning to you. How are you doing? Good morning, sir. You're welcome on board.
You know, when they say I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, where have that slogan gone to? Our governments are not faithful to Nigerian citizens any longer. There are a lot of things going on in Nigeria. They swore an oath when they were about to enter office to defend Nigerian citizens. Unity. The unity. A lot of things are going on, sir. The president has the right to visit his cow. You understand? He has the right to visit his cow. But my take here is this. What of the state governor? The state governor is supposed to report to the president. Even the school? The school is supposed to. The school has actually reported to the state governor. But has the president visited the school? For now, the president kitchen cabinet have not deemed it fit or advised the president to go yet, because there are a lot of security intelligence that will say, Mr. President, don't go yet, don't go yet, don't go yet. That's why Mr. President have not gone yet. So he's acting on security intelligence. That if they can kidnap 333 people, me as a president, they can kidnap me. So it's working on an information. He's working on an information that the security have given to him. The president of Nigeria, I beg him in the name of God, in the name of Allah in which he believes, that he should wake up to his responsibility. During the NSAS protest, what I expected the president to do was that he's supposed to come out and say, in 6 months, in 3 months, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, I will resign. But Mr. President never said anything. Rather, what did he do? He caused more catastrophe in Nigeria situation. Mr. President should please and please and please that he should sack this service chief. Even if he bring hunter, the hunter will be able to locate those people that kidnapped those 333 students. The service chiefs are working with the instruction of the president. The president will say, don't go yet. It's when I give instruction, you follow. Anything that will deterrent the security of the citizen of Nigeria, the president should be pained. As much as Jonathan, they said Jonathan was weak. when those Chibok girls, Jonathan started saying that it cannot be true. The wife saying this. But in this case, it just kept dormant. The Shehu Garuba said it was 10 people. The governor of Katsina State came on live broadcast, said there are 33. The school is saying 660 something.
Okay.
But our president just kept quiet. Number one, the question we need to ask, how did Mr. President get this service chief? Do they have any alliance? Did they have any covenant? Do they have anything? Do they have any agreement that they will definitely serve this whole term? Because the way things are going, our president is breaking the Nigerian constitution.
And it's also questionable. My own question is, did these service chiefs rig the 2019 election for the president or what?
Well, one way or the other, the service chiefs are not supposed to be partisan. You understand? They are not supposed to be partisan. They are supposed to stand by the constitution. You understand?
Yeah.
First and foremost, we should understand the style of our president. Our president has a style that is very slow.
Okay.
You understand?
That's why they call him Baba Go Slow, right?
And that's why they call him Baba Go Slow. It's very slow.
Okay.
Don't be surprised. It may be up to June next year before he can replace the service chief. If at all they are going to replace them.
Okay.
But the question is this: the service chiefs, you look at it, out of 6 of them, about 5 of them and 4 of them are from Fulanis. Only 2 are from the other parts of Nigeria.
Right, thank you so much, Mr. Felix. Thank you so much for your contribution. Yesterday, someone visited us all the way from United States of America, and I have someone here right here, an esteemed viewer right at the newsstand. His name is Mr. Ayodeji, and is ready to say something, to give us advice and say 1 or 2 things about bystanders at newsstands. All right, Mr. Ayodeji, all the way from Germany. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, I don't have much to contribute about the issue on ground now because I don't live here, so you people know more than me, you know what's going on.
Okay.
But every day I come here, I'm on TV, on YouTube, I'm watching this show, I'm seeing you, I'm seeing everybody here, Mr. Okpara, David, the Copper, Sunday, this is Akunle, the Chachigos here, everybody, Raphael, you know. So I see everybody on this show. So I see everybody, and it makes me so happy, you know, to see that people are expressing themselves. And I said when I'm around, I have to come here, even if it's for 1 hour, 30 minutes, to show my face and to see everybody. So I'm happy to be here with all of you, and I want you to keep it up, you know, and I'm so happy that you are doing this. Thank you very much. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
But I need to ask you a question. You're putting on your nose mask. You are not putting it on yet.
Okay, yes, because me, I still have to do many coronavirus tests as time goes by. Wow. I did one yesterday. I'll still do one before I go back. I'll still do one when I get to where I'm going. So I want to be very, very careful. So if I fail any test, I cannot travel again.
So how is the pandemic over there?
The cases are increasing gradually because before it was going down, but now it has gone back up again. So they are very, very careful. Everywhere you go, you have to wear the mask. You have to sanitize the hands. But it's really increasing. It's really, really increasing. Thank you very much for this show. Thank you for hosting it and for having these nice people around. I'm so happy to also know you. Thank you so much.
All right, you've heard it from Mr. Ayodeji all the way from Germany to the newsstand at Ogba.
Yes, thank you
it's
so much.
not a joking matter. It is real. This is what we call reality at the newsstand. I think you started the program with us.
Yes.
You started the program with us. How was it like?
It was nice, you know. When I first came here, I saw how you set up the whole thing. The setting, the microphone, you know, the camera is so classy, you know, so
and
nice.
You met some of the reviewers.
Yes, some of the they were already waiting, you know. So and somebody was saying that some people think they pay people to come and review. I mean, I don't collect money from anybody to come here. I'm here by myself, you know, and because I believe in what you are doing here, and I appreciate what you are doing. That's why I'm here. So thank you so much for what you do. Yes.
The platform belongs to everybody. We don't collect anything, a dime from anybody to speak. All right, still bystanders at Nissan on Flip TV. We have Sunday right here at the Nissan. Sunday, can you welcome to this place? You're welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How you doing?
You know, I'm fine, Mr. Man. Nigeria, a confused government always confuse the nation. You know, Nigeria, all of them also wrong. They are confused. So they are trying to confuse Nigeria and the masses. That's why you see people walking as like sheep without shepherd. Moving up and down, nowhere to go, walking up and down. Aisha Buhari have run to Dubai, say Nigeria is not safe. Aso Rock is not safe. We that don't have where we are going, I don't know what we will do now. You understand? Look at this. One news I hear this morning that get me upset. They are giving us from now till 30th of December to bring national ID card to come and register our SIM, or else they will block the SIM. The same government that is not ashamed that if you do national ID card, 10 years you never see the permanent card. They are not ashamed. You carry paper. They want us to carry paper, walk out for road. Make we go the paper. There is no number there that they will use to register. Okay, this I tell you, a confused government. Any country that have a confused leader, the leader also confuse the nation. That is what is happening in Buhari's time. Buhari have nothing to offer to this country anymore. The Senate, this one they are talking yesterday in the Senate chamber, we never see anything from them because of that rubber stamp. The Hausa people in that Senate will still stand against the motion they raised yesterday. The herdsmen among the Senate will stand against it. 100 years to come, as far as we still remain with the herdsmen in National Assembly, nothing good will come out for Nigeria. Until then, they are still deliberating on 1999 Constitution. In this 21st century, we are still deliberating on old Constitution that never add value to Nigeria. Since I was born, the same way we are, I only hear that Nigeria will better, Nigeria go better. Till now, look at me now, Nigeria never better. What we are looking is worse every day. Where are we heading to? That we don't have a leader that can take the burden of the people. The children kidnapped. Look at, the president cannot address Nigeria, but the Sheikh who addressed Nigeria yesterday, he tell you people to calm down. Am I lying? No. He tell the reason why he kidnapped the children. Because we have a fake president. Sheikh who addressed Nigeria, the Boko Haram leader, addressed Nigeria yesterday. He tell them why they kidnapped the children. You understand? He tell Nigeria why they kidnapped. But what is the president? The president cannot talk. He cannot sympathize with the family. He cannot. Oh, I'm ashamed for this country. A hard time we have to rise up again. Let the youth rise up. Enough. We have been insulting in different countries. Look at some of our artists that were arrested in Uganda. Insult because of what? We don't have a government. Everywhere you go as a Nigeria, you'll be afraid because there's nobody will fight for you. They know that there's no government that will rise to fight for you. It's a hard time. The president has value cow more than human being. He did not have people in mind. President Buhari and co in that place, they value cow. And what Shaka will say yesterday, I know that what he said, Buhari is aware, because he said why they kidnap the people is because of they want them not to bring Western education to North again. They are still bringing Western education. That's why they kidnap the children. And I know Buhari and co, Chief of Army Staff, IGO Police, they have turned themselves to politicians. And now Nigeria, they are using everything as a politics in Nigeria. God say, if at all there is anything to do for this country, let them divide the nation. Aruwa, go your way. Biafra, go your way. Oduduwa, go your way. Let's have peace. Simple. I had to turn that. I don't want to say turn the fire on this morning again.
Really? Talking about negotiating with terrorists or bandits that abducted the Kankara students, do you think it's wise doing that? The parents are begging the federal government to make sure they free their children. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is that several times we've witnessed the federal government negotiating with terrorist groups, and at the end of the day, this didn't stop them from perpetrating their evil acts. Now, should we go, this time around negotiating with them to release these students?
Now, thank you very much. Before I answer your question now, did you ever think how these terrorists come to be? How did they come around to be terrorists in this country? Who made all these terrorists? Who are their leaders? Who were their political leaders? Because they were like a cell, political cells for political, for politicians in the northern part of the country. We all knew how Boko Haram started. There were pressure groups, the political pressure groups, with, supporting one ex-governor in Borno State. We all know how these people, came to be, right? And negotiation or no negotiation. You see, when you have leaders that are not prepared for leadership, there will be no way they can handle situation like this. And I'm still telling you, the governor of Katsina should be held responsible for this banditry, for the all this what's it called, misbehaving of this banditry, because they were one time called together for what's it called, negotiation. To the extent they want to give them amnesty. It was about giving them amnesty then. And a lot of money have been exchanged in hands. And when these guys, you are giving them money in in exchange for their terrorist drastic activities, they get your money, they equip themselves with more ammunition. I think we ought to have had a responsible leader in this country. And what I just discovered is we don't have political leaders, we have political grabbers, and as I'm saying the whole things now, we will still keep having these cells of terrorists in this country. So far the leaders, they know where they're coming from and they cannot tackle it from. I could remember under Jonathan, may General Aziza, may he so rest in peace. Those are the blunt guys I always like. When people see it, you say it. He said it and he went for it. May he so rest in perfectly. And people that killed him, people that bombed him, then they should not expect themselves to still live longer in life, because God will answer, God will query them, they will face the judgment of God. That man that gave us an insight into Boko Haram in government, this government, I'm very sure we still have this Boko Haram that are giving those terrorist information. They have a representative in the government, in which Aziza said that time that Jonathan, the Boko Haram you are looking for all around, they are in your government. And I still believe these politicians, they are the godfathers. They are godfathers of Boko Haram among these politicians.
Do you think this will stop if the president eventually sack the service chiefs?
To me, all the service chiefs, they are not the problem. Somebody that is supposed to sack is the NSA, because NSA is not doing his work. That's the National Security Advisor. He's not doing his work. Have you ever even heard? You don't even see NSA. You're not supposed to be seeing NSA on screen, know his identity. Have you ever seen the security advisors of American government before? These are underground guys that go underground to operate. And we have an NSA that's been there for how many years? And there's been serial killings all around, and he's still there on the seat, because all the security service chief report to him. Then he details the report back to the president, because his work is National Security Advisor. If there's going to be any act of terrorism, he's supposed to have been informed ahead or get the knowledge ahead. I mean, I don't know why people reason here, but when you come into politics, when you come into politics here, you're just there. You're coming for your selfish interest, to make yourself, to make your family. You're less concerned about what your primary duty, your primary duty objectives of this loyalty and service to the nation. And I'm just saying, I think all the National Assembly likewise, they are just there making money, masses money, the nation's wealth, doing nothing. There's never been any threat, even just a threat of impeachment to the president. Because when the president is not performing, and when the president ceases to even listen to the citizens that appointed, that voted for him, the next thing is, why can't you embark on the impeachment process?
All right, go on. Let's
Thank you very much.
All right. The parents of the abducted students telling the federal government to free their children. Let them go on negotiation. That's what these parents are saying. Now, do you see the president negotiating with this terrorist group? And you see these children getting out of the hands of these bandits freely without being harmed?
Thank you, Mr. Makadekule. I think if at this point, if the government of the day decide to negotiate with terrorists, already the government has failed its own responsibility. You know the major function of any government to protect life and property. So if you are, at this point, if you start to negotiate with terrorists, it shows you cannot safeguard the lives and property of people. And then again, and the trust the people have bestowed into you has been what ridiculous. So at this point, I think the NSA, National Security Advisor, Babagana Mugunu, should relieve his appointment. If you've been the NSA, you could not advise the president on what to do when it comes to national security matters. So you are not fit, because at this point in time, I don't think a person like Babagana Mugunu should not be the national security advisor now at this critical time. The president should look for competent hand. If the president is not competent, he should not be surrounded with incompetent people. If the president is not competent, let him source for people who are very much competent. Now, and then again, I want to believe now that at this point that the president would negotiate with them, because as of yesterday, Shekaru said that he demand 200 million ransom from them. That was what he said in the video now. And I think the president will go back now to his drawing board to also fetch the money for him. As of yesterday, a bill was being passed in the House of Rep. Supplementary budget funds meant, separate funds meant just to tackle insurgency, and then part of the money would be paid for ransom in case if there is ransom. That was the motion yesterday in the House of Rep, and the bill scale second reading now. So now, if the president has decided to stoop so low to also negotiate with bandits and what insurgency, it shows Nigeria is a failed institution. Is a failed institution. Now, I believe the parents should hold the president responsible. He should be held responsible if anything happens to its children. You can see what happened to the Chibok girls. Up to date, they have still not returned back home now. Do you want to replicate same thing? The president should do more at this stage. Okay. The people are expecting more from the president. It is a trying time. Issue. This happened in the States. This happened in the States. If a person like Shekau could come out and address Nigerians yesterday, what stops you from debunking what Shekau said?
All right, David, quickly let's move to another person before we
have security in Nigeria. I think you are in a better position to answer this. A few days ago, you told us that your house was burgled and your neighbors by supposed armed robbers or whatever, hoodlums. So that's the pics that, of course, there is no security. And if there is security, the mother of the house, I mean the first lady, shouldn't have scurried for safety. She was flown to Dubai because she's no longer safe I will say in the most protected house in this country, the Aso Rock. Now, if Aso Rock is not safe, then where is safe? Oh God!
If Katsina is not safe, that's the home state. The state of the president is not safe. Where is safe? I'm also asking.
No, yes, of course, Katsina might be a case study, but Aso Rock is with the level of fortification, security apparatus, architecture that secure that area, and Aisha also felt insecure. It means there is something fundamentally wrong, and we are not seeing the end anytime soon.
Now, what was the kidnap? A plan or a plot to embarrass the president or what?
Not
did this happen in his own state?
Not only to embarrass the president also is an accomplice to this crime, because it's a crime to humanity. How could you subject such young, teenagers to such a level of horrifying, experience that will, of course, may leave them all the days of the rest of their life psychologically tortured? I wonder the level of traumatic experience they may be experiencing now. It's quite unfortunate. But you see, it is one thing to start a thing and it is one thing to end it. You see, when you know you cannot sustain a program, don't embark on it. Why I say that the government of Buhari is an accomplice to this. You see, in recent times, is it Katsina or Zamfara governor was taking a photograph with the bandits, you see, parleying with them, negotiating with them, lobbying for money. You see, and these people now knew, okay, with this level of crime, you can make the government. Now they go back and fortify themselves. You see, that is what we are seeing. That's why I say there is no end to this. Why? Because these people has enjoyed those lobby and of course cool money coming from such heinous crimes. So for them to sustain the money coming, they will still maintain and still keep committing such crimes, which is quite unfortunate.
Thank you so much, Mr. Quickly, Okokondem, you're welcome.
Yeah, Michael, I'm glad you welcomed me this morning.
Okay, how do you feel?
I feel too fine. I feel too fine because I saw my people, our viewers coming from abroad to come and say they're interested in what we are doing. At least only the appreciation is something.
No, you were not around yesterday, Mr.
Yes.
Isaac Anjorin from
Yes. I was told so that you're from Texas, United States. It's unfortunate that I went somewhere, I wasn't able to make it that yesterday.
And today,
today I'm here.
You made it today.
I made it today. And I thank God, as I heard, they said the guy asked of me, the new Okokondem in Second Republic of Biafra, led by Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. So I am Mr. Okpara. I am here again today.
All right, you're welcome, Mr. Okpara. So far, so good. We have 17 students found, says the governor of Katsina State, Masari, abducted children. I think they are, getting out of the hands of these terrorists group.
Yeah.
That's it.
You see, the students coming out from that terrorist group, they need to go what I call recycling of memory. They need to go, and the people who are expert in removing shocks from the mind of people to work on them, because they have faced a great shock which they don't expect it in their life. And these people coming out, do they come out empty-handed? You can see that I said before on Monday that this Buku kidnapper issue is a setup. The government know about it. Northern Fulani herdsmen and the sponsor of anarchy, they knows about it. Now, let me tell you one thing in these people. Yes, these people are coming up. They are escaping. But I am praying, let none of them lose their life. That's my own prayer. And the government cannot tell me that they are doing well by bringing them out. Government are not doing well, both federal and state. They could have do security alert. As I said before, day before yesterday, our government is weak. Our government is doing nothing. Our government are government of looting.
Now, should the government go on negotiation with this Boko Haram sect to free these students?
Now, I cannot say government should not go on. Government should go on. Yes, that's what government wants. Government should go on. Yes, to bring these boys alive. Because now, these are the two issues. If I say government should not go on, these boys will die. And government should go on. If government should go on as they are going on now, they are feeding the kidnappers. They are empowering kidnappers. Because that's the plan between government and the Boko Haram. Because Boko Haram, it seems that they are running short of money. Anytime they run short of money, short of arms, short of food, they will plan with the government to come and kidnap. So government will take that indirect way to impose them again. So say we are freeing the people that they kidnap. It's a planned adventure. It's a business between government and the Boko Haram. to sponsor them, indirect sponsoring.
And don't you think some of these guys might be, trained to join the group? They might be recruited that's into the terrorist group.
Yes, this is why I say when they come out, they should go recycling of mindset, recycling of imparting bad words, bad idea to them. If they went to that one, they will come out. Yes, some of them will go there. They tell them, say, see. Yes, and meanwhile, watch Sakamu or the leaders of Boko Haram, Shikau, said that why did they do this thing? Because they don't want Western education again in the north. What's the meaning of Boko Haram? Boko Haram is we don't want the Western education. Now they said they don't want it again in the north. If government will listen to them and give them what they want, and let them remain in their north and colonize their north, fine, we're okay. If you watch it, already this one is ruling the north. Boko Haram, herdsmen, bandits are ruling the north.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Abara.
Thank you.
Mr. Raphael.
Okokondel has spoken well. Michael, Okokondel has spoken well. Then, remember, one of the objectives total elimination and abandoning Western civilization. It is now proliferating in the north. When they went to Kankara and they kidnapped those boys, everybody's school in the northern states has been closed. Western education is closed. It's like one of the objectives is working for them now. They have achieved it. Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna. No, Kaduna. Yeah, Michael, I'm telling you. Yes. So they don't want Western civilization.
Fear of
attack, insecurity. Michael, are they not succeeding? Check out. Remember, claimed responsibility. Not even the bandits. So, Michael, what do you have for me this morning?
Now, what I have for you is still on the state of insecurity in the country.
Yeah.
Talking about the parents telling the federal government to negotiate with the bandits or the terrorist group. Now, do you think this will bring out a good result? Now, don't you think negotiating with terrorist group is absurd?
Oh, very, very absurd. The absurdity is so glaring. And it has never happened in anywhere, any part of the world before. Americans started experiencing terrorism in the 80s, in the 90s, though Hashashin, which is assassin, started in Turkey. Nobody, no country in the world has ever negotiated with terrorists. By paying ransom, Americans negotiate, they talk and talk and talk, they will plan against, America will come out with security operatives that will go at the back and foil the negotiation and still kill the terrorists. That's why they are the best. But Nigeria is a country that, for the first time in history, monetized terrorism, act of terror. Now, Kankara boys, been, kidnapped by Boko Haram, and what are they going to go through? They are going to go through reorientation. They will reorientate, they will teach those boys now.
Change their mindset.
Change their mindset, and those boys will become terrorists.
They will recruit them.
They will recruit them. Michael, it is going to be very, very bad in the history. These innocent boys are going to turn against you and I. They are going to turn against the nationality, the nationhood, the nation called Nigeria.
Even some of the girls that were abducted at Chibok.
Chiboks, they are Muslims now.
They were impregnated.
They were impregnated. They turned them. They changed their mindset.
They would have given birth to Boko Haram.
I'm telling you, even Leah, if you look at Leah, the innocent girl, Leah Chuaibu, is now a mother. Is a single mother now, because legally is not married to that terrorist. So it's a single mother. They changed her. If you look at Leah now, oh my God, she's in a very, very sorry situation. What about boys? You are a man, I'm a man. If you change my mind, you know. If I change your mind, you know what you can do. So these boys, they are undergoing serious brain work now. These terrorists, they are going to change their orientation, their belief, their mindset towards the act of terror. I'm telling you, these boys, they are going to turn to terrorists, but I pray, let God just be with them.
Right, so the viewers that came on board today and yesterday,
yeah,
What do you have to say to them?
Well,
Isaac Anjorin from United States.
Oh.
Ayodeji from Germany.
Oh my God. Isaac Anjorin, my brother from Texas. You've been watching us over the years. Let me say over the years because we started here 2017. You know, this program has started getting thick and thicker. You understand? For 3 years now, Isaac Anjorin from Texas has been watching. You know, every blessed day. Until yesterday, someone was standing by my side. I was looking at you, Michael, interviewing someone here. The guy just said, "I know you, Ralph." I look at the man. I said, "Oh, sir, good morning." He said, "I know you, Ralph." Again, I said, "Yeah, you know me. Good. I'm Raphael." Yeah. I look at him and say, even if DSS or the so-called police or Nigerian military or DMI, if they come here, nobody can move me. I say, "No, I enjoy you from USA." I say, "You are one of the best." He say, "Yes." I embrace him. Isaac Anjorin, you've been a very wonderful person to us. You know, the gesture, everything. We appreciate you. God shall guide your family. God shall guide your business there. And the truth that we still, believe and you believe too. Okay, let me tell you. Ayodeji Anjorin will bless you. God will be with you. Then Anjorin, Ayodeji, our friend, we are blessing you. We thank you. We appreciate you. You come here today. We rub mind together. Your viewership is the reason why we are here. So God bless you.
Thank you so much. And on this note, I say goodbye to you on today's edition of Bystanders at News Stands. We really appreciate the viewers that came on board yesterday and today. Mr. Isaac Anjorin from United States of America, Texas or Dallas precisely, and Mr. Ayodeji from Germany. You were here this morning with us and you put smiles on the faces of our very great reviewers on this platform. All right, we also implore some of you viewers that are there to also join us on this same platform. You can come to Ogba News Stand. You can also come to Agege News Stand, Ikeja News Stand. Anyone you feel like coming to say hi to us, you can join us. On this note, I say thank you so much, viewers watching presently, and I say Merry Xmas and a prosperous New Year to you. You can join our sister channel. You can also subscribe to Flip TV, which is the major channel on this platform. That's where you are watching us from right now, Flip TV. You can also subscribe to our social media handles. Join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo at Adekunle, Michael Michael Temitayo Adekunle, and on Instagram, Adekunle Michael Temitayo. Till I come your way next time, I still remain there, keeping it real, man. Have a good day, everyone.
Happy Christmas!
Come, Bob.